Is Scott Robertson desperate? The All Blacks squad for the end-of-year tour is filled with controversies and questions. Veteran players at the end of their careers, young prospects, and choices that could cost the team's future. Is this the squad fans were expecting? Scott Robertson's recent All Blacks selection for the end-of-year tour has sparked much debate, leaving fans and critics divided. The 36-man squad was announced with few surprises compared to their rugby championship campaign. However, this might not be a good sign. Despite maintaining a familiar core, there's a sense that this selection smells of desperation. With games against powerhouses like England, Ireland, France, and Italy, as well as Japan, Robertson's choices bring both winners and losers to the team. But is this the right formula to guarantee results? Two names that stand out are TJ Perenara and Sam Cane. Both have been called up, and this could mark the end of their international careers. The surprise here is that many didn't expect to see them on this list, as neither is likely to be part of the squad next year. What does this suggest? Robertson seems to be betting everything on these veterans for immediate results, even if it might hinder the development of new talent. If these two play key roles in the more crucial matches, like against England, the question remains, what's the point of investing in players close to retirement? However, if they are used as mentors to prepare the new generation, the decision could be more strategic than it appears. Another standout name is Cam Roigard, a 23-year-old scrum half returning to the team after months away. Even with limited time back, Roigard proved his value by scoring 2 tries in his first game for Counties Manukau. This shows just how much Robertson trusts his potential. Now the question is how he will be used on this tour. With other names like Cortez Ratima in good form, it will be interesting to see if Roigard can earn his place and showcase his talent in high-level matches. Stephen Perifeta and Ruben Love, 2 fly halves, also appear on the list, both still seeking their spot on the international stage. Although they've shown talent, neither is fully established in the team. This suggests that Robertson might give them a golden opportunity on this tour, especially against opponents like Japan and Italy. For Ruben Love, this could be the perfect chance to solidify his position, as he's likely to get more minutes on the field against lower-ranked teams. When it comes to controversial choices, David Havili tops the list. Despite his versatility, Havili didn't have a standout year with the Crusaders, yet still managed to secure a spot in the squad. For many, this feels like a decision based more on past performances than current form, especially considering his relationship with Robertson at the Crusaders. Havili has talent, but he hasn't convinced at the international level, making his inclusion in the squad a bit puzzling. Could this be his last chance to prove he can make a difference in the All Blacks lineup? That remains to be seen. Another point of attention is the wings, Sevu Reece and Mark Tellier. New Zealand has always had a wealth of talent in the back 3 positions, but these two have yet to truly shine on the international stage. Tellier, in particular, seems not to fully align with Robertson's style of play, putting even more pressure on him. Meanwhile, Reece is another player Robertson clearly favours, but his Super Rugby form has yet to translate into standout performances for the All Blacks. Now, let's analyse the losers from Scott Robertson's squad selection for the All Blacks end-of-year tour. While some names made surprising inclusions, others were left out, raising many questions about the future. One of the most notable absentees is Finlay Christie. Despite solid performances in the NPC, where he stood out after being cut by Robertson, he wasn't called up. It's clear that Cam Roigard's return was expected, and Robertson wanted to maintain a blend of youth and experience. But with TJ Perenara chosen to provide that experience, Christie seems to be out of the picture. At least for now. If he wants to make it back to the international scene, he'll have to work even harder. While Christie may have fallen out of favor, Hoskins Sotutu never really had a proper chance. His absence earlier this year was already a shock, with Ian Wallace-Sititi stepping into the squad in his place. Sititi proved he deserved the opportunity, playing well in the Rugby Championship. But with the lack of a specialist number 8, Robertson could have brought Sotutu back. Instead, he opted not to, leaving the Blues player out once again. If there's one player who can be called unlucky in this selection, it's Imoni Narawa. Even with the constant rotation in the All Blacks' back three, Narawa only had one opportunity against Fiji and won't be part of the Northern Hemisphere tour. At 25, Narawa has been performing well in the NPC, and despite his strong showings, he didn't catch Robertson's attention in time. However, if Rhys Mochaus and Jastelet don't perform well on this tour, Narawa could be in contention for a spot next year. So, 2025 might just be his time to shine. Another player who was a tough omission is Harry Plummer. He made his Test debut in September, playing 3 minutes against the Wallabies, but couldn't surpass Damian McKenzie and Beauden Barrett in the battle for a place. McKenzie has yet to fully establish himself as a reliable fly half, and Barrett is entering the twilight of his career, but Robertson chose not to test Plummer against teams like Japan or Italy. This may have been a missed opportunity, as these would have been the perfect matches to evaluate Plummer's potential. Finally, Robertson's selection raises an important question. How much does the Chinan PC National Provincial Championship really matter to the head coach? It seems that for Robertson, the domestic competition didn't weigh heavily enough in selecting new talent. Players like Narawa and Peter Lakai delivered impressive performances in the NPC, yet were still left out. Lakai will likely get his chance in the future, but it's notable that despite the All Blacks' struggles in the Rugby Championship, there were few changes to the squad, making it clear that the NPC wasn't seen as a significant talent pool for this selection. Now, I want to hear your opinion. Do you think Scott Robertson made the right choices in putting together this All Black squad for the end-of-year tour? Which players do you think deserved a spot but were left out? If you're a fan of the All Blacks, don't forget to comment below with "I am an All Blacks fan" and subscribe to the channel. Here, you'll stay updated with all the news and analysis on the most feared rugby team in the world. See you in the next video.